Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniX TCG, and we're coming at you with a Dragon Ball Super Fusion World video. Now, we have definitely been swept up in the current of Gundam, but don't you believe for a second that I still don't love this game. And yeah, we have a lot more spoilers. I generally let it build up 2 weeks before I go over these because yeah, but we're getting closer and closer to the release of set 7. Now, there were some spoilers, that I definitely can't get into because, you know, Yo Boy actually has a business relationship with Bandai. Sometimes I'm on stage at Card Fest and whatnot, and one thing they do frown upon, going over unofficial leaks, so we will not be doing that. But we have plenty of official leaks that I'm going to go over, and the first one is going to come up on the screen momentarily. So make sure you stay tuned, and if you like this sort of content, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more Dragon Ball Super Fusion World content in the future, and let's get into it. Alright, first we got to start off with Pansy. Yeah, look, I don't want to get hopeful. I don't want to get hopeful yet, but Daima, I think Daima's back. Look, I think Daima's back. We already got Neva, but now we got Pansy DA, which is literally just like Shin. It's a 1-cost 5k combo, 5k power. On play, look at 3 cards on the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with DA in its card name, add it to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in a random order. So we can pick up super combos, baby. We can pick up anything with Pansy. If your deck is fully Daima, this is look at the top 3 cards of your deck and add the best card of your deck to your hand. We are here for it, baby. We love it. We love cards like this. So yeah, I need this. I need this. For all you guys that know I've been playing Daima and scrubbing with Daima, I need this. That's it. That's it. We're gonna go to the next one now. This, surprisingly, this batch of spoilers has so many retro support cards in it that is not even funny. It's actually quite awesome. There's a lot of good decks that are going to, or a lot of decks that used to be good or maybe never got their chance to shine that are going to get supported here. Speaking of which, we got the next one. This is going to be Son Goku. Son Goku says he's a 4-cost 20k power, 10k combo power, permanent, your turn. If your leader is awakened on this card in the battle area gains 10k power. So becomes a 30k if your leader is awakened, but on play, if your leader has tournament of power and a special traits, draw 2 cards. This is really cool. This is a 4k 20k or 20k card, so you can play this off of top coup, discard a card, play this card. This guy will become a 30k, but on top of being a 30k to press, he's gonna draw 2 cards. He's gonna replace himself and the card you discarded. So there's really nothing else to say about this. I'm here for this. This is a great card in general. If you ever hardcast it, it's kind of weird, but hardcasting it is a +1. And then if you just play it off of Top Q's effect, you're actually getting a break even while playing this card for 1 energy. I'm happy with it. The question is it enough to make Top Q playable? We're definitely going to be testing out some stuff. But speaking of top Q support, it's not done there. We got a 4-cost, well, I guess this is technically UI support, right? But it's a 4-cost for 20k, which means you can bring it out with top Q as well. 4-cost, 20k power, 5k combo power. On play, discard 1 card from your hand. If your leader is only Sand in Universe 7 and special traits, play up to 1 Frieza with a cost of 5 in Universe 7 and its special traits from your hand. So this card will allow you to then play out the 5-cost SR that came out with UI Goku. So realistically, this is a UI Goku card. You play it for 4, you play out the 5 drop a turn early, and then you're able to go ham. However, if you want to neg like 3 cards, 4 cards, right? Because you discard 1, play this for free, discard 1, and then you play out the Frieza. So if you want to go neg 4 in Top Q, you can play out 2 cards. The more I talk about it, the more I feel like you just shouldn't play it in Top Q. Neg 4 is insane for a 20k and a 25k that gets a little bigger for 1 turn. We're not about it. But this is definitely a cool card for UI Goku, just to be able to play it and drop that like that. Now the next card we have here is interesting. It's actually support for Son Gohan Adolescence. I would have never thought I saw the day. I thought they were just consigned to put this card in the Shadow Realm and never touch it again. But I was wrong. The question is it actually going to be good enough to consider good support? So this is a 4-cost 25k, 5k combo power. Permanent, your turn. If you have 10 or more cards in your drop, this card gains 10k power. So being a 4 cost, this is going to be a target for both revival cards that you can use in the Gohan deck. So that's cool. And then he's going to be a 35k attacker, needing a super combo or 2 10ks to get out of. That's going to be pressure. And then when attacking, if your leader is Son Gohan Adolescence, add up to 1 Gotenks or Piccolo with a cost of 4 or less from your drop to your hand, allowing you to constantly just recycle combo power and on play effects. This card is actually underrated. I don't even need to play it to know that this card is going to gain a lot of value, but will this push Gohan over top? We got to see. I will be there to find out though. You don't really gotta force me to play an Ultimate Gohan deck. You really don't. So this next card though is a Gotenks, a 2 cost 15k, 10k combo power card. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Activate main 1, place this card in the battle area into its owner's drop. If your leader is Son Gohan Adolescence, play up to 1 Gotenks with a cost of 4 from your hand. So you play him, you replace himself with the card you took to life, and then you can actually just pay another one to put him in the trash and then play another Gotenks. Some of the Gotenkses will actually mill you, helping you get to your 10 threshold that most Gohan cards will need. So I think this is decent. It's not like crazy or anything, but it's decent. And I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go. There hopefully is gonna be more Gohan support, but this set seems to be heavy on making certain cards better, and we gotta see whether or not the TP will double down, triple down on this maybe. Now, speaking of retro support, we have this Broly BR, and this is a 4 cost 25k, 0k combo power. Permanent, your turn. If your leader is Broly BR, add 3 to the cost of this card in the battle area. Standard, you gotta level up to 8. But then when attacking once per turn, if you don't have another Broly BR in your battle area, switch this card in your battle area to active. So as long as you don't have an already established chain, you can swing twice for 25k, then swing once for 20k, then swing another time for the Broly you bring out afterwards. I think that's cinema. Like, that's actually just really, really strong, and I think that this is a valuable card. Now, granted, there are a couple downsides. It does have 0 combo power, and the deck already can sometimes get caught lacking on combo power. So who's to say this card is going to be actively used often? We really got to see how it plays out, but there is a chance that just the 0k combo power may just make this card a non-factor. Also, he's only good really establishing your first chain or establishing a chain after your board's been wiped, so that also kind of makes him a little circumstantial. And if you guys have been watching my content for long enough, you know how I feel about circumstantial cards. Now, another Broly support card, I bet you didn't see that coming, because Broly BR, we all saw that coming. But Broly, though, not expecting to see starter deck Broly get support. A 7 cost card, 40k power, the big 4-0, and then you got the 5k combo power. Permanent, your turn. If your leader is Broly and you have a Paragus in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 4, making him a 3 cost, which is insane. And then on play, choose each Paragus in the battle areas and KO them. Then add the top 2 cards of your deck to your energy in rest mode. So this is insane, because if you play a Paragus, your opponent has 1 turn to get rid of it before you tap 3. And there is a 2 cost Paragus. So you play a 2 cost Paragus, then you have 1 singular turn for your opponent to remove it, and if they don't, you get to play this for 3, and you get to go from 3 energy to 5 energy, which means you're going to be charging to 6 the following turn when you should be charging to 4. Alright, so this is yet another time where they're elevating a green deck to hit the magical 8 by turn 5. Because if you're charging to turn 6, if you play another one of these cards, or any card that ramps, a Turles, a Nappa, you're gonna be able to get even closer. You're gonna be able to go from 5 to, well, sorry, you're going from 3 to 5, you charge to 6, you ramp 1 time to 7, and you charge to 8 the following turn. So now that this card is out, Broly will, I think, be the 3rd green deck. If I'm not mistaken, it's Androids, it's Piccolo, and then it should be Broly that should be able to get to 8 exactly on turn 5. So I'm actually very, very, very happy with this. Sorry, Androids, yeah, I think it actually is just Androids, Piccolo, and this Broly. I'm psyched. I think this is cool, and it's actually with something that your opponent can turn off, so it's not without interaction, which technically kind of makes it the worst of the 3, because your opponent can actually just be like, no, I'm good. but at the same time, I think that it's really cool that more decks can do this. Also, a 40k on turn 3 is kind of diabolical. It just really is. Now, the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to this card is the fact that you're destroying Broly's on both sides, and I think that's, or Paragus is on both sides, and I think that's actually pretty cool. I think that's actually nice. If the mirror ever becomes like prevalent, you'll be able to kind of outplay it pretty easily. Now, the next card we have here, this starts to get exciting for me. We got Explosive Rage. It's a 5-cost extra card. It says activate main. If your leader is SH in its card name, choose up to 1 Sun Gohan SH in your battle area. It gains double strike and plus 10k power for the turn. Now, I said before, I can't talk about unofficial spoilers, but a lot of you guys know which card this immediately goes hand in hand in. Which cards actually, and I think that the fact that it says activate main if your leader is SH, we're starting to see a lot of cards don't ask you to have Piccolo SH as the leader. They require a superhero leader in general, which leads me to believe that set 8 may show us the advent of Beast Gohan as a leader, and I will be here for that. Like, just know that that leader, that alt-art leader, will be mine. That deck, full alt-art, will be mine. Like, I will be playing in every tournament I can possibly play at with Beast Gohan as my leader. Just trust. So, this is cool. Pretending like we don't know what cards this can be used on, this is interesting. It's a 5 cost. That's kind of big. Most double strikers cost 5. So to have this literally require a Gohan on the board already, and then you make it a double striker, that doesn't sound cash money. It requires your opponent to have let a Gohan survive. Now, granted, if there was a mystical, magical way to play a Gohan and then somehow untap 5 of your energy and then play this, then this will be a good card. But until we see such a mystical, magical Gohan, we have to relegate this card to obscure and kind of narrow. Now, let's move on to the next one. Next, we have United Front, and United Front is a 1-cost activate battle. Opponent's turn. If there is a battle card with 5 or cost 5 or more and a superhero in its card name in your battle area, this card that is in a battle gets plus 30k power for the battle. Nice. I think this is pretty neat. Yeah, it doesn't require, so it's neat and not neat at the same time. Like I said, if you guys have been watching me, you guys know which cards I kind of gravitate towards, and I don't like cards that require you to already have cards on the board, because generally it makes it a little hard. Your opponent can turn off your effects before your cards are live, and if they snipe the only SH card that has a cost of 5 or more off your board, this card is dead in your hand, so I'm not really vibing it, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing when you have to have a card on your board during your turn to make it work, because you can play all those cards in one sitting, but it's a completely different story when you have to have a card on the board during your opponent's turn. That's rough. They could literally lead off with clearing your board or clearing the cards that enable this card and then go in. If they have the means to do that, they have the means to play around this card deftly so. Now, going over here, we do have a Third Eye Goma DA. I'm happy to see Goma support. Now, I will say that deck was tighter than tight. That deck was a Chinese finger trap out of a laundry dryer tight. And I'm not sure how much room we have to play these cards, but it's a 3-cost, 15k power, 10k combo power, permanent. This card's name is also treated as King Goma DA in all areas. On play, if your leader is King Goma DA, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then play up to 1 field card with a cost of 2 or less that includes Demon Realm or Demon Roll in its special trace from your hand. So you're going to play this card, break even by taking a life, and then immediately play out a field card. This is going to be a little neat, and it's a 10k combo power, so this is definitely going to immediately slot into the deck. Nobody can really say anything about that. This is just a powerful card, and I'm here for it. The next card we have here is Degetsu. We got more Goma support. 1 cost, 5k power, 10k combo power. And then on play, if your leader is King Goma DA, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card that includes Demon Realm or Demon World and its special traits, add it to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of their owner's deck in a random order, then discard 1 card from your hand. So because you're discarding 1 card from your hand, you can generally discard a 0. There's going to be field cards, you can get them back from your trash, all sorts of things. But I don't think you should sleep on the fact that you can pick up the Ginda Marie super combo with this card. So we're starting to get more and more cards that can just flat out search super combos. And in some decks this might be a hassle, but because in this deck you can literally just discard a field card, you're discarding a 0 that you weren't going to use on defense or offensive combo in the first place to get a card. I think this is fine. This is really, really cool. But actually, while we're talking about all this set 7, I know some of you guys are looking for places to buy Fusion World. Well, I do have to point you towards my sponsor, Hyperbeam Cards. They are based in Tijuana, meaning that they can ship to both Mexico and the United States. Now, their set 7 pre-orders are currently filled, and they will not have online stock until the release of set 7, but I hope you guys are seeing this message now and actually going to their website, talking to them through Facebook and Instagram. I think Facebook is the best way to get in contact with them right now, and make sure that when set 8 comes around, or whatever sets they throw at us next, you know, set 8, manga set 2, set 9, I hope you guys go over there and make sure that you get your hands on these new cards. Make sure you talk to them, ask them about their pre-order policies, make sure you're on the train, because Hyperbeam Cards will get you hooked up. Now let's get back to the content. Alright, so back to it. We've got the Majin Buu DA, and this is pretty neat. A 3 cost, 20k, 10k combo power, permanent, your turn. If you have 2 or more cards that include Demon Realm or Demon World in their special traits in your battle area, this card in the battle area gains 5k power, so it's a 25k in most cases. On play, if your leader is King Goma DA, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then switch 1 of your energy to active mode, generally allowing you to play another field card. So we got more, just more combo plays. And this guy is going to be a 10k combo power. So more combo power, more combo extensions, and more self-awakeners. Goma actually needs to be checked next set, because the cards that they are giving us are insane. Now, moving on to the next yellow card, we got Chilled. At 2 cost, 20k, 0k combo power. On play, if your leader has Frieza Clan and its special traits, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 1 from your hand. Not sure how I feel about this one. We need to review the 1 cost, but the main issue is that whenever a card has 0k combo power, it needs to put damage on the table. Like, it needs to carry its weight. And I'm not sure yet if this carries its weight. Like, is 0 combo power in your deck, potentially in your hand, worth you playing a 1 cost? Yeah, we got to look at this. I got to check to see the interactions, but at this moment, nothing mind-blowing is coming to mind. Now we've got our Kibira and Toby. 1 cost, 15k power, 5k combo power. If you have a rest mode Chilled in your battle area, this card gains 5k power. This card is this is cheeks. Already I was weird about the Chilled, so having a card that needs the Chilled on the board feels even worse. I don't like this card at all. Now we have the next card. This is a Frieza. 3 cost, 25k, 5k combo power. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, add up to 1 card from your hand to your life, then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch to rest mode. I like it. It's a 3 cost. It is going to help fix your life. It's also going to swing for 25k. It's got combo power. There's not really much else to say about it. Will it automatically make the cut? Can't be too sure about that. Do I like all the effects on this card? Yes. So it's a solid for me. Now the next card we're going to actually get into is Earth Erased. It's an extra card from when Frieza blew up the Earth, and it says 2 costs, activate main, add 1 card from your life to your hand, then add up to 1 card from your hand to your life. That's pretty cool. Yeah, then choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with a cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. So this card is going to, for 2, allow you to fix the top card of your life. It's going to allow you to blow up a 5 cost, which is most double strikers in the game, mind you. This is a good card. This is a great card. In fact, this is it's not going to replace necessarily explosive or wow, I cannot remember it. Final Explosion. I don't think this card replaces Final Explosion, but it actually kind of may replace Final Explosion. The crazy part about this isn't leader locked. Any leader can take a card from their life to their hand and then put a card from their hand to their life, putting a 0 you might not need until later, while getting the top card of your life and then blowing up something that turns sideways. This actually may push its way into yellow staple territory, because it's not restricted, and that effect is good. A level cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area is crazy. So I'm here for it. I am here for it, especially with cards like the Frieza we just talked about not having a level restriction, just putting things in rest. Amazing. Now this next card is actually really cool. This is a Bardock. It's a 2 cost, 15k power, 10k combo power. Activate main for 2. Place this card in the battle area into its owner's drop. If your leader is Bardock, draw 2 cards, and then during this turn, The next time you use a card at the cost of 4 or less and Bardock's crew and a special traits, you don't have to pay the cost. So there's a lot of stuff you're doing for very little. For 2, you can play, like for 2, you play this card, get an attack, maybe use your leader effect in order to make this guy an even bigger, like make him a 20 or a 25k, and then you can pay another 2 to draw 2 cards and kill this card, and you can play a 4 cost, 4 or less cost. That's insane. You are literally going to draw 2 and basically break even. You drew 2, you only used 1 to play this guy, 1 card from your hand. Then you're gonna be able to play something else out for the free. So for 4 energy, you essentially get to go through 2 cards in your deck and get 2 swings out of it. I think this card is actually great. Is it enough to put Bardock's crew back on the map? We probably need more Bardock's crew cards, but with the 4 or less, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another Bardock's crew card. This just feels really nice. And then what we have here is a Bulma. This Bulma is actually support for the manga Bulma, the Adventure. This is a 2 cost 5k, 10k combo power. On play, if your leader has Adventure and special traits, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Adventure and special traits and add it to your hand, then place the rest on the bottom. This is cool because you're self-awakening while you're searching the top 4. So even though it's not a 1 cost, I think this card is actually phenomenal in the card advantage you get. It actually +1s as long as you're not awakened, and it's gonna really help you. It doesn't have a cost restriction for the adventure part, so you can really search anything. You're searching your double strikers, you're searching Yamchas, you're searching super combos with this if you choose Grandpa Gohan or whichever super combo came in the manga set. I actually need to remember that. I think this is pretty heat. And the next card we have here is Yamcha. This is a 3 cost, and the Yamcha just says 25k power, 5k combo power. It says if your leader has Adventure and special traits, and you use a card from the drop in a combo during this turn, reduce the cost of the card in your hand by 2. So you're going to be able to play this card for 2, or for 1. A 1-drop 25k that on play draws 1 card. We love this. As long as you combo or played a Krillin and did his thing, or Roshi or something like that, you're going to be able to play this card out easily, and I think that's actually really cool. Yamcha is a very good card for this, and they're trying to slowly power creep Bulma. Bulma may be a contender just with the cards we're seeing. Now the next card we have here is Roshi, and now we're getting back to cards that pertain to this set. Roshi is a 2 cost 20k 5k combo power auto. When this card is placed from your deck into the owner's drop, if your leader has Dragon Ball and his special traits, add up to 1 Son Goku from your drop to your hand. Peak. Yeah, this is cool. You get to get a Son Goku, and you're also being able to play this for 2. He has 20k. Doesn't self-awaken, but he is going to be able to just either be a 2 cost 20k, or he's going to be able to be milled and then get a Goku back. Now, which Gokus are we going to bring back? I don't know. Maybe the one we're going to talk about next. We got another SR reveal, and this one's a doozy. He's a 5 cost 35k power card. Art's amazing, and I have a special feeling his alt art is going to look insane. When attacking, you may place the top 5 cards of your deck into the owner's drop. The reason why you may is important is because this stops you from decking out if you're too close to decking out. But then activate mini once per turn, place up 3 cards with cost 6 or less in different card names from your drop at the bottom or top of the owner's deck in random order. So this card will simultaneously keep you from decking out while he's actually helping you fuel your stuff. You swing with this guy, hit 4 out of 5 effects that are going to do things when they get milled, get all their effects. The Shenron is shaping up to be nasty, and we still haven't seen the 7 cost that will be the ultimate payoff, but so far Shenron is being nasty. And if Super Saiyan God Goku is a level 5, or is a 5 cost, sorry, I've been playing Gundam, a 5 cost SR, now I'm kind of wondering what's going to be the 7 cost. Like if SSG Goku is a 5 cost SR, I think that like the secret rare, the other secret rare has to be a black card that's cost 7. So we're gonna see how cool this is. I really do think that's gonna be nice. 7 cost is not bad because essentially black will often be playing it out with 6 and a marker, so it's gonna be a turn 6 card, which is fine. We've had 6 cost SRs all over the place between Goku, Vegito, Frieza. This is gonna be fine. So this card looks pretty awesome. I do like how it can really burst and show you a bunch of effects popping off at one time. I think this is pretty cool, and being able to put non-super combo cards at the top of your deck or bottom of your deck is going to be awesome. But then on top of that, you can just use him to just put cards down. I think this is a phenomenal card, and this really is one of the first cards that's made me like drop my jaw when it comes to Shenron. And then as the last thing, we have 5 cards at one time, and oh man, we have got a lot to go over. So the first card is King Ku Da. I love this because I think Majin Ku was one of the best characters they introduced. He's a 4-cost 25k power, 10k combo power. On play, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area. It gains minus 10k power for the turn. When attacking, 2, choose up to 1 battle card with 30,000 power or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. So he has to survive. Now, I'm not going to hold you. 4-cost 25k is not good surviving stats. He's likely going to get destroyed by most decks if he turns sideways. But on play, he's going to reduce something by 10k, swinging into it or having something else swinging into it. That's going to be great. And if he does survive, his when attacking effect is actually insane. There's going to be a lot of mileage that he gets off it as long as barrier or cannot be KO'd is not in the mix. Now moving on to the next one, we have the Oceanus Shenron after she has her absorption, and this is going to be what the Oceanus Shenron is going to pretty much cheat out. Is a 3-cost 20k power, 10k combo power card, blocker, and then on play to place the top 2 cards of your deck into the owner's drop, and this card can attack for the turn. Very strange, but since it's a blocker, you might not need to attack with it, but I just feel like this card's a little underwhelming, but we got to see that whole deck as a whole because they all work together. Now, we've got Piccolo SH. This is him in the Red Ribbon Army 94 outfit. 5 cost, 30k power, 5k combo power. On play, if your leader has SH in its card name, add 1 card to the cost of 3 or more from your drop to your energy. So this is literally turtless. And then when KO'd, add up to 1 card to the cost of 5 or less than SH in his card name from your drop to your hand. So if he has to block and he gets destroyed, you get a little recursion off of that. Definitely dig that. Now, can he pick himself up? That's the real question. If so, he will be picking himself up. That's pretty cool. And then you can play him for ramp again. I don't mind this card. 5k combo power is better than 0. I need to see the whole deck as a whole. Really, this card is like cool, but I'm not sure if he's great. Next, you have Frieza, and Frieza is going to be a 2-cost 20k, 5k combo power. When attacking, you can self-awaken and then add up to 1 card from your hand to your life. So this is actually really cool. It's just a card that every time he attacks, he's going to be able to set up your cards from life, allowing you to do lots of cool things with your Frieza leader. So I think that's pretty neat. This is just going to be a cool deck, and even if it's not great, I know the Frieza deck is going to be loads of fun to play. Then we've got Vegeta, and this Vegeta is interesting. 2-cost 20k power, 5k combo power. If your leader is Dragon Ball or has Dragon Ball and the special traits, place the top 3 cards of your deck into their owner's drop, and then choose 1 battle card in your opponent with an opponent's cost of, or in your opponent's battle area with a cost of 1 or less, and you KO it. Never mind. The more I read that effect, the more I hated it. I guess if you play this on turn 2 after your opponent played something on turn 1 going first, or going second, like you play your 1 cost, they play their 1 cost, you play your Vegeta, you mill, you catch an effect or 2, you get their autos and you pop their 1-drop. I guess that can be cool. But this is more like if 1-drops, if there are problematic 1-drops in the format, this Vegeta probably just goes ham. But if not, kind of a flounder. So we gotta see. But set 7 is definitely dropping some interesting cards into the fold. So yeah, guys, I'm super excited to see this set. I don't think I've been this excited for the game probably since the launch of the game, but mainly that's just because we got Superhero finally in the game, and all signs pointed towards a Beast Gohan card. On top of that, we got Daima popping off, and those are pretty much my 2 favorite eras of Dragon Ball right now. So I'm super excited, and if set 7 is legal for Dallas, then I will probably be at Dallas regardless of whether I'm working the event or not. We just gotta see. That being said, though, thank you guys for the support. Fusion World is not dead on this channel. We're just in the middle of spoiler season, middle of a really boring format, and Gundam is popping off. So the balance seems a little wonky now. I guarantee it'll be more 50-50 as time goes by. So thank you guys. And real quick, I just want to say one more time, look in the description, check out all the areas, the quadrants of Universe X. Make sure you check out the socials and the website for Hyper Beam cards to get your Dragon Ball Super Fusion World fix. And then last but not least, I want to give a special shout out to my Patreon members, the Denizens of Universe X, the Universe X Galactic Patrol, the Aristocrats, Universe Aristocrats, and then the top of the tiers, the realm of Xers. Those are going to be my Dallas S's, my Christopher V's, my Bryce R's, my Beer R's, my Big Daddy Flapjacks, and my Brother Bears. Thank you guys for being the biggest supporters I have. And special shout outs to Nick Z for joining the Universal Aristocrats. I appreciate all of you guys for the support that you give me, and I can't understate it. You guys rock. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.